Hi friends, thank you so much for joining me for your daily yoga practice today. I'm Sarah Trapani and your presence in my YouTube community means a lot. So we're taking a nice practice to stretch and move the whole body and all the joints in the different ranges of motion with a little bit of a focus on shoulders, neck, upper body. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to get started in this wide-legged child's pose, knees mat width distance, and then melt your belly down and extend your arms out nice and long. Melting your forehead down and letting the tailbone and hips wriggle back toward your heels. And then turn your palms to face up and open and close your hands a couple times just to release and wake it up your wrists, your forearms, elbows, and right up into the shoulder joint. Then resting here with palms facing up in a gesture of receptivity and openness. You can consider your intention for practice today. What do you want to cultivate in this time on your mat? Is it openness, receptivity, or strength, or ease, or maybe gratitude, contentment, or compassion, or maybe all a combo of these things? Whatever it is today, let that intention help guide the effort you put in. And we'll start to bring the palms onto the floor. Look between your thumbs and sneak your body onto the belly and slide your elbows right underneath your shoulders, coming into a Sphinx pose. We're going to squeeze the shoulder blades right onto the back, pressing your palms away from your elbows and rooting your pubic bones down toward the earth. And then we're going to wake up our shoulders and neck by dipping your left shoulder forward, pulling your right shoulder back, looking over your right shoulder toward that right foot, and then lift your chest up and back to center, and then dip that left shoulder to the left, look to the left, and then come back to center. We're going to switch. Left shoulder forward, right shoulder back. Looking right, bringing your chin toward your right shoulder, and then back to center. Left shoulder back, right shoulder forward. And then coming on back to center. Drag your palms toward your elbows, look up toward the ceiling, nice open throat. And then exhale, bring your chin down toward your chest. Pressing through the tops of the feet enough that you scoop your belly toward the spine. And then spreading your chest, looking forward. Point your toes toward the back of your head. Try to lift your chest toward the sky a little more, imagining those toes touching the back of your head, even if they're very, very far away. Very unlikely to touch. And we're going to inhale and exhale, extend your legs out, and then slip your palms under your elbows and press up into tabletop position. Wag your tail. Now, waking up the upper body a little more. Bend your elbows, pointing your elbows toward your hips, and just sink your heart and maybe touch your forehead down and then press your arms straight. And do it again. Elbows in, forehead down, and then press the arms straight. And elbows in, forehead down, press your arms straight. Then we're going to work our way into puppy pose. Personally, one of my least favorite poses, probably because my shoulders are really tight in the pectoral area. And then you can rest either looking gently forward, chin to the floor, or forehead to the floor. And your butt is over your knees. And you're lifting your inner thighs up toward the sky, finding a little lower back curve. And you're pressing your palms forward, and you're lifting your inner elbows up toward the sky. Puppy pose, finding an exhale, sinking your heart down. And then lifting your belly. Start to walk your hands back into tabletop pose, moving carefully. Tuck your toes, come on up into downward dog. And you can pedal out your feet. Just opening up the backs of the legs. And let's wave our way into a plank pose. Bring your knees down, and we're standing up on the knees, drawing your shoulder blades onto the back. Reach your hands behind, lightly interlace. Pulling the shoulder blades on the back, lift your heart. Look up. Inhale. And then exhale. Wrap your right arm on top of the left. Pull your belly in and sit down toward your heels. Take a big inhale into the back ribs. And then another exhale to hug in a little more. And then stand up on the knees, cactus arm, squeeze the shoulders together, look up. And then exhale, hug your other arm on top. Pull your belly in. Reach around for your shoulders. Curl your chin down. Big inhale, back ribs. Exhale, belly in. Curling a little more in. And then inhale, open, nice big open cactus. Let the arms drape behind. Interlace the awkward finger on top. Drop your knuckles, lift your heart. Gaze up. Then coming back to neutral, take your hands to your hips. Take a big step forward with your right foot and sink your hips down. Keep the back toes tucked and lightly interlace your fingers back behind your head. Use the back of the head to move the base of the skull into the hands. Lift your elbow tips straight up and arch through the upper back. Then as you inhale, open your elbows. Bring those lowest shoulder blades down together. And then release your hands to frame that front foot. Let's lift the left knee and spin the left heel down. We're going to straighten that right leg all the way. And we're going to come into a lateral side bending triangle pose. Sometimes these intercostal muscles on the serratus anterior muscles on the side of the rib contribute to tension in the shoulders. So what we'll do is right hand on the ground or your foot, ankle, or a block. Left arm's going to hang right up alongside the ear. And you're hanging the left fingertips toward your right toes. And you're reaching a little bit energetically toward those right toes and anchoring the left heel. And we're going to exhale all the way out and then release your hands to frame that front foot. Turn the left toes in a little bit. Lift up, lengthen through the crown. Exhale, fold, looking at your right hip. Then bend your right knee, drop your left knee down, and slide that right leg straight back. Right toes are tucked. Take your left arm to a cactus. Maybe you can open that left arm up a little more as you turn on the inhale. And then exhale, we're going to reach that left arm underneath and try to lay from the back of that left hand to the edge of the shoulder. Right fingertips are about under your elbow, or you could slide that right hand around and try to bind and peel that right shoulder away. A little challenging on the balance to keep that right inner thigh lifting up and the right toes tucked under. Breathing under that left shoulder blade. One more inhale. Exhale, release your right hand back down under the elbow. Then slowly unwind. Coming back to a cactus or arm to a T. And then release. Let's bring that right knee forward, wider than the right wrist. Right foot is flexed. Left leg extends out. Come up onto your fingertips. Lift up through your heart. Looking up, inhale, exhale, draw your belly in, come down to your forearms. Bending your elbows, rest your third eye center right on your thumbs, or eventually toward the floor. Couple breaths in that pigeon. Another option here for a little twist and shoulder opening would be to thread your left arm underneath and rest your left temple. Extend your right arm straight, pressing your right hand away from your right hip. And go ahead and look at that left hand. And wherever you're at, we'll take one more inhale. When you exhale, root through the top of that left foot and slowly unwind, making your way up back to downward dog hands. Shoulder blades together, look up. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes. Lift that back knee and step right back to downward dog. Nice. Now in this downward dog, walk your hands towards your feet and fold over the legs. And your hands can come onto the backs of your calves, or slide your hands up and interlace your fingers and wring the arms away from the back, wringing out the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, let it out. And then bend your knees, laying that belly on the thighs. Release your hands in front of your feet, walk your hands forward, and bring your knees down into tabletop. We're going to stand up on the knees, and then slide your left foot forward. Sink your hips. Interlace your non-habitual awkward finger on top. Move the base of the skull into the hands and lift the inner elbows up. lifting the elbows up away from the hips. And we'll inhale, open your elbows. And then we'll exhale, pull the belly in, release your hands to frame that front foot. Lift your right thigh and spin that right heel down. So we're gonna straighten that left leg all the way. And we're coming into that lateral side bending triangle. So you're really wrapping your left rib toward the right rib, and reach your right arm right up alongside the ear, crunching through that left side, spiraling that right inner bicep in toward the ear. Let the fingertips, right fingertips, reach toward your left foot. Anchor your right heel. So we're breathing all along that right side. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to frame that left foot and pivot your right toes forward a little more. Lift your belly, lift up, lengthen. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, we're gonna fold and peek at your left hip. Breathing there. Finding the end of the exhale. Sometimes a little exhale out your mouth can calm and steady your effort. We're gonna drop that right knee down, slide your left leg straight back, left toes are tucked under. Now right arm comes out to a cactus on your inhale, and then exhale, thread underneath. We're gonna lay from the back of your right hand to the edge of the shoulder, and then your right fingertips can be under the elbow, or you're gonna slide that right hand around for a bind. Good. Finding an inhale, expand your belly, pulling that left shoulder away from the ear, and then exhale, pull that belly in, release your left hand back down, slowly unwind, bringing that right arm back to cactus or up to a T on your inhale. Exhale, release that right hand down, and we're gonna slide the left knee forward, flexing through that left foot, and glide the right leg long, coming up onto your fingertips. Spreading your chest, lifting your gaze. Inhale. And exhale, we're gonna come down. And an option to twist and stretch under that right shoulder blade. You're sliding your right arm underneath, and then your left arm can stay out straight, pressing away from your hip. One more inhale. And then exhale, left hand under the elbow. We're gonna slowly unwind. Come back up to downward dog, hands. Lift your heart, tuck your back toes. We're gonna inch that right knee out a little bit, then lift the right thigh and step back, one more downward dog. Inhaling nose, exhale, let it out. Dropping your heels toward the earth. Letting anything you want to release roll off your back through the crown of the head toward the earth. And we'll make our way forward, coming into a tabletop. We're gonna cross the ankles and sit behind the heels. Finding your cross-leg seat, strap your right ear toward your right shoulder. Left shoulder blade pulling down the back. And then roll your chin toward your chest. Left ear toward left shoulder. Draw that right shoulder blade down the back. And then chin toward chest. And then lift up through the crown of the head. Roll the shoulder blades together. Reach your arms away from the shoulders. We're going to rotate, backs of hands to the floor, and then rotate, palms up, soft elbows. And then rotate, and then rotate. Rotate, look down. Rotate, look up. Rotate, look down. Rotate, look up, lean back, cross your other ankle on top. We're gonna do cactus and scarecrow, look down. Cactus, inhale, scarecrow, exhale. Inhale, cactus, exhale, scarecrow. Then inhale, reach on up, interlace, press the palms up, take a little sway, side to side. Nice opening through the side ribs. And then take the hands behind your head. Lean back on the inhale, and then exhale, we're gonna pull in, feet on the floor. Take your hands on tops of your feet, wrapping your arms around your legs. Eye sockets toward the knees. Exhale down through the tail. We're gonna roll onto the back. Coming onto the back, rock side to side, massage out your lower back into the floor. And then one full happy baby, hands on the outer ankles or the inner heels depending on how you feel. Good. Rocking, rolling side to side in this full happy baby. And then we'll release the feet together, knees splay open just for a moment. Take your hands on tops of your thighs and brush toward the knees a couple times. And then hands on the outer thighs, squeeze your knees in. Take your feet mat width distance apart. Take a cactus arm. Let your head roll side to side. And then let the head rest, shoulders tuck underneath, nice open broad chest. Imagine a lot of light and space flowing through the shoulders. A lot of light in the center of the chest. A lot of softness in the belly when you exhale. We're going to drape the arms down alongside the body, palms facing up. Let's find compassion for wherever you're at. Let the body be supported for a couple of moments. Let the exhale empty out any stress and tension. And the face is soft and open. We can start to windshield wiper gently. Taking a few final moments in this meditative space to rest on your back, windshield wipering. And then hug your knees in, finding gratitude for anything you have to be grateful for, and remembering your intention as you very slowly and gradually press up to sit. When you come up to sit, let's inhale, sweep the arms overhead, and exhale, bring the hands down right through the central channel. And I'm wishing you joy, peace, health, strength, courage, and always trust on the journey. Namaste. Thanks for joining me for this practice today. I hope you had a nice time, and if you could like, share, subscribe to my channel, hit that super thanks button. Leaving a tip for my efforts really brings me joy. If you have a moment to do that, thank you very much. In any case, I will see you next time. I'm happy to be posting free yoga nearly every day, so if you enjoy inspiring and different and creative, very accessible yoga practices, this is the channel for you. Really down to earth, not a lot of frills. Thank you for you. I appreciate you. See you next time. That's all for now. Bye-bye.